Hello Year 3 and welcome to our next English lesson. We're going to do something that's a bit fun today, I think. First of all though, I've written 3 words onto the board that I would like you to try and put into sentences. These are all trickier action words, verbs. Wondered, repaired, reflected. Have a go. You haven't got to use each of these words. Let's see if you can use any of these words in a sentence. And I'll add some ideas to the board as well. Pause the video. You haven't got to write them down. You can just think of them. If you'd like to write them down, you can. Can you put any of these words into sentences? Wondered, repaired, reflected. Pause the video now, Year 3, and have a go. Welcome back, Year 3. I have just put one of these words into a sentence. The light reflected off the water. Sorry about that, Year 3. Get a piece of paper and a pencil. Pause the video and just grab a piece of paper and a pencil. Because I've written some sentences on the board here and I'd like you to try and draw what I have written. Now, we have done this before actually in class. If we all do this correctly, all of our pictures should actually look very similar because we are all drawing exactly the same things. You could pause the video and just read what I have written on the board and try and draw it, or you can just do it one sentence at a time as I read it through now. So hopefully you've all paused the video and you've got your piece of paper and your pencil. Let me read it for you one sentence at a time then. On the left, there is a lake. That's the first thing to draw. On the left, there is a lake. Again, you can just pause the video whilst you do it one step at a time. There are 3 boats sailing on the lake. Above the boats, 5 birds are circling in the sky. On the right of the lake, there are 3 people fishing. They are all wearing tall hats. You may have just done this by reading it yourself, but I've also read it for you as well. So once you've drawn that, maybe your picture would look something like this. Very well done if your picture does look something similar to this. We have our lake on the left. I have my 3 boats, the 5 birds in the sky, the 3 people fishing, and they're all wearing a tall hat. Very well done if you've got something similar to that. We have done a task like this before in class as well. I call it Comprehension Colouring. You have this worksheet that I have attached today, which is this picture that I have put onto the board. And you have to colour the picture correctly by reading the sentences really carefully. Read each sentence and colour the picture correctly. And you have to do that all the way through. If you finish all of that, there will be quite a lot of white space left. So then you can write some of your own sentences to say how the picture needs to be coloured. And then you can colour the rest of it how you've said you should colour it. Let's just do the first bit together. Sentence number 1 on your sheet says, the lady is wearing light green overalls. I haven't got all the colours on my board, but I have got a green. So I would colour the lady's clothes, her overalls, in green. You're going to do it much more neatly than me, but I just wanted to show you how we needed to start. And it looks something like that. And you'll continue reading each sentence and colouring the picture correctly. And as I said, once you've done all of that, there'll be some white space left where lots of the picture hasn't been coloured, and you can write sentences to say how the rest of it needs to be coloured. For example, the building at the back has a red roof, and you would colour that roof red. And hopefully, if you have time, the whole picture might be coloured, and you've got a sentence to say how it needs to be coloured, so someone else will be able to follow it as well. Something different to end the week, as you've been working so well. Thank you for watching Year 3. I look forward to seeing them.